Russ. It's Thursday. I believe it's January 27th, 2022. And so today I'm coming to you with what I'm calling a Thursday thought. We haven't done a Wednesday word since the new year hit, and that's for a variety of reasons. I was under the weather there for a week or two, and then the snow hit and the ice and all that kind of stuff. And so we've kind of gotten off track here. And Wednesdays have just been really, really busy for me the last couple of weeks, but we hope to get back to doing that on Wednesday. But I did want to go live for a few minutes. I did want to connect with our church and with anyone else who's interested. We have quite a few events that are coming up and quite a few deadlines that are coming up this week and next. And so I just texted out and just sent out an information link, and that link is also included in the description of this video. And so if you have not received that yet, you can access that in the description of this video. But in that link, it's an informational link. You're going to find a whole lot of information, some of which, again, is coming up this week. And so I wanted to spend a few minutes with you if you have it. We'll record this. This is being broadcast on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Twitter all at the same time. And so we'll record this on YouTube and we'll send it out if you're not able to stay with me for the whole time today. But I hope you are. And hopefully this won't take long, but I do want to point out a few things that need some emphasis and need some clarification. And so first and foremost, I'm going to make sure that I am live on Facebook. So if you're with me on Facebook, give this video a like, comment, let me know who you are, let me know where you are, let me know what you're doing, interact with me a little bit so that I know that we're up and that we're live on Facebook there. I'm also going to check YouTube just to make sure that it looks like we're going, it looks like we're up on YouTube. It looks like we're up on Facebook. And so again, I appreciate you guys being with me. I just want to walk through this with you, this information document. Again, you can find this document in the text and email I just sent out, and you can find it right there in the description of this video on Facebook or on YouTube. And so go ahead and click that link and open up and follow through this with me. And this won't take long, but again, there are a few things I want to emphasize. If you look on the document, first and foremost, you'll find just our weekly schedule, okay? Again, we begin every Sunday morning at 8:30 with our instrumental practice. That's the band, that's any lead vocals. And then at 9 o'clock, we have choir practice. At 9:30, we actually have a breakfast that's provided for all of our in-groups, all of our Sunday school folks who are meeting, even our choir and our musicians who, when we finish rehearsing, can go down there and get breakfast. So we offer breakfast every Sunday morning. We want you guys to know and understand that, because that kind of takes something off your plate. That's a reason to get your family there, a reason to get them there early so that you guys can eat breakfast together and then head on off to our in-groups. Our in-groups are right now our Sunday school time. We anticipate those groups growing and multiplying and being offered at other times other than just Sunday morning. But for right now, most of our groups are meeting during that Sunday morning time about 9:45 to 10:45. And of course, our kids church, our worship service, all of those things begin at 11. We begin checking in for kids church around 10:45, and that includes nursery as well. And then our services begin at 11. You can see our Wednesday night schedule there as well. Basically, we do the same thing on a smaller scale. At 6 o'clock, we have our instrumental and vocal practice. 6:30 supper every Wednesday night. Again, the same thought process, providing you guys with food, taking something off your plate. And so we add that to our Wednesday nights. And then at 7 o'clock, our kids and our youth meet, and our music and choir practice begins as well. We will eventually have an adult component to our Wednesday nights. Right now, we don't, other than music practice and choir practice. But eventually, we will have adult classes on Wednesday night. And so y'all hang in there if you're waiting for that. Okay. The next thing you're going to see there is our choir information. And so I try to put this out every week, at least once a week. On this choir information, if you click that tab, if you click that link, it's going to take you to a document much like this one that has the songs that we're singing this Sunday. It has a link to a Spotify playlist. It has a link to a Spotify playlist of a bunch of songs that we've been working on and singing together. And that's just to help familiarize our choir and our vocalists and our instrumentalists and our church in general with the music that we're singing, helping you guys keep up to date and be able to practice at home and listen at home. I know we don't have books right now. We're not necessarily putting music up on the screen. We're putting lyrics up on the screen. But that's an opportunity for you guys to know exactly what we're singing every Sunday. You can practice, you can rehearse at home if you want to sing in the choir with us. If you just want to be a part of our service and come and sing, you'll know what we're singing when we come in. And so you'll be prepared for that. And so I like to put that out every week. If you'd like to be a part of our choir, just access that link and listen to those songs and make sure you're familiar with those and come in and be ready to sing with us at 11. We do have practice on Wednesday nights at 7. We have practice on Sunday mornings at 9. We would love for you to join us for one of those practice opportunities. But if not, with the advent of technology, we can send out what we would like for you to prepare and do, and you can come on Sunday mornings ready to do that. So we would love for you to be in our choir, but you can see all of our choir information right there, okay? And so the next item here is a baptism, okay? And so we're going to have a baptism this Sunday, and I always like to announce that just in case there's some folks out there who have not been baptized, you've not followed the Lord in baptism, you've accepted Christ, but baptism isn't something that you've done yet. I'd love to invite you to be a part of that this Sunday. All you have to do is click on that link and sign up, and I'll contact you. We'll walk through what baptism is and what it means and make sure you're prepared to do that. But baptism is so very important. It's our public identification with Christ. It's our identification with the death and burial and resurrection of Jesus. And we're actually going to talk a good bit about baptism this Sunday. But if you've not been baptized, click that link, sign up, and let's baptize you on Sunday morning. And that'll be just an awesome part of our service. And so we are going to have a baptism this Sunday. These next few items are the ones that are becoming more and more timely as time rolls on, and I won't walk you through these and just make sure, again, you understand what's going on. The License to Chill Snow Island trip is coming up on Saturday, February the 5th. What that is we're going to take our kids and our youth out to Lake Lanier Islands. They have a part of their park right now that is a snow island is what they're calling it, License to Chill Snow Island. And so they can snow tube, they can ice skate, and there are also some winter themed carnival rides, as I understand it. So what the church is doing, we're going to purchase a day pass for all of our kids and all of our youth. Okay. So this day pass is about $40 per kid and per youth. Okay. We'd like for everybody to go that wants to go, first and foremost. Okay. However, if you have kids, we define kids at our church as pre-K through 5th grade. And so if you have kids who would like to go, click on the link, sign up. But understand that we are asking that a parent accompany every kid who is going. Be prepared to drive there, be prepared to provide transportation, and be prepared to be with your children the whole time they're there. We're going to pay for their admission. We're going to pay for their passes to do everything, but we simply cannot. We can't accept the liability and the responsibility that comes with chaperoning that many kids in a place like that. And so if you want your kids to go, we want your kids to go. Sign up on the form. We'll pay for their admission, but understand you'll have to get them there and you'll have to be a part of that process. Now, the good news is it does not cost anything for adults to simply come in the park. There is a $20 parking pass that everybody will have to purchase, including us. And so you may want to carpool. You may want to get as many people together as you can. Join us there. Adults, if you want to participate, there will be opportunities for you to purchase tickets, and there will be opportunities for you to purchase passes. If you don't want to purchase a day pass, the tickets are cheaper, and so you can purchase a ticket to do specific activities, and those opportunities will be available to you as well. Please show up already filled with food if you're going to go with us, because we're not going to stop for breakfast or anything like that. Please have some money to spend for food. We'll probably be there. The park is open, I believe, from like 11 to 8. And so we'll stay as long as everybody wants to stay. And the church is going to provide transportation for any youth. Again, at our church, we define youth as those 6th grade through 12th grade. And so we will provide vans for our youth who want to go. We will pay their way to go, and we will chaperone the youth. They're a little older and a little more responsible than the pre-K through 5th graders. Okay. And so if you have any questions about that, if that's not clear at all, there's a link to an information form that I typed up. There's a link to sign up. And the reason I'm making a big deal about this is our deadline for this is this Sunday. Okay. So sometime between now and Sunday, if you're interested in taking part in this with us, please sign up. The reasoning for that is very simple. We have to get waivers, and we have to get those waivers signed, and we have to purchase all the passes, and we have to be ready to go by next Saturday, February the 5th. And so please, please, please sign up if you want to go. We don't want anybody to miss out. We don't want to turn anyone away, but we have to have a deadline there so that we can get all of our paperwork in order. So please sign up by this Sunday, January 30th. And again, right here, right now, you can let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer any questions. I'm looking at all the comments coming in from Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I'll be glad, more than happy to answer any questions that you have about that. Okay. On Sunday, February the 13th, which is coming up in a few weeks here, we're going to have a baby or a child dedication. We dedicate babies. If you have a small child, that a young child that hasn't been dedicated yet, and you'd like to dedicate them, we will be happy to do that for you as well. That's coming up on Sunday, February the 13th. But please, again, hit that link on this document, sign up, and let us know so that I can contact you. We'll get a picture of you and your family and have that for the service, and be prepared for you to take part in that on February the 13th. That evening on February the 13th, we are doing something that I've done in the past called Couples Night Out. And so basically, we're going to provide complimentary childcare for your pre-K through 12th grade kid or youth or student on the evening of February the 12th from about 5 to 8 p.m. And the reason we're doing that is to provide you as parents, as guardians, whoever you are, with an opportunity to go out with your significant other and have a couples night out the night before Valentine's Day. All right. Valentine's Day is always full. It's hard to get into the restaurants. It's hard to get a reservation. And so we want to give you an opportunity to go out. No strings attached, no charges whatsoever. We'll feed them. We'll play with them. We'll watch movies, whatever we're going to do. We'll have an agenda for that night. But that's on us. That's Sunday, February the 13th from 5 to 8 p.m. But again, please sign up at the link. Please don't just drop your kids off without us knowing they're coming, because we need to be prepared for food. We need to be prepared for all of our activities. And so please just communicate with us there. Okay. The other item I'd like to really emphasize is something that's new for this particular information document, something that we've added just this week. We would like to take our youth to a summer camp. And so y'all, most of you know this. If you don't, I've been in youth ministry now for over 20 years. For the vast majority of those years, I've taken a group of youth to the beach during the summer. And so we'd like to do that again this year. We have chosen the week of July 4th through the 8th. The reason we chose that week is that is one of the GHSA dead weeks. That's one of the weeks during the summer where the Georgia High School Association limits practices and limits team gatherings. And so that opens that week as an opportunity for most high school students to be able to go, all middle school students to be able to go. And so if you have a youth 6th grade through 12th grade, upcoming 6th grade through 12th grade, we would like to take them to Panama City Beach the week of July 4th through the 8th for a youth camp. Okay. Now, as you might imagine, that's an expensive proposition. Basically, it's going to end up costing us about $400 per child, per youth. Okay. And that is all inclusive. So that's their meals. That's as far as we can tell, that's everything they will need. We're going to provide vans to get them down there, and we'll have chaperones for them and those kind of things. If you're interested in chaperoning, you can get with me as well. But we need to know about how many youth we have interested in going by this Tuesday, February the 1st. That's the first deadline. That's when we would like to have a good estimation of how many spots we need to reserve. And so if you're interested, if that piques your interest, if you say, man, I'd love for my kids to go, I'd love for my youth to go. If you're a youth listening to this right now and you say, man, I'd love to go to the beach for a week with our youth ministry, then please visit these informational links. Please visit the sign up link and let us know. Okay. So going back to the cost, I know that's what everybody's most concerned about. The cost is $400 per student. We're going to pay $200 of that as a church. So we're going to immediately cut your cost in half. Okay. And so if you begin to budget right now, it's just January. So let's say February, March, April, May, or even maybe March, April, May, June. That's basically $50 a month that you'll need to save or raise or do whatever it takes to make sure that you get that. If that's a problem for you, let us know. We're going to have people who are going to want to provide scholarships and going to want to pay toward that. In complete transparency, I'm not a huge fundraiser guy. The reasoning for that is simple. I don't see it in Scripture. When missionaries are sent off and Paul's going from church to church or place to place, the church is who sponsors that. The church is who is who invests in those kind of things. And so I really feel like we as Christians, we as church members, should invest in our youth and our kids, because I can speak from experience over the last 20 years. These types of experiences, these types of weeks away and of camps at the beach, these are the most impactful in the lives of students and youth, because they get away from their friends, they get away from the normalcy of life. They're able to focus on something different. They're able to focus on Christ. They're able to focus on their relationship with God. And these weeks tend to go far and beyond many other things that we will do during the year. And so I cannot overstate the importance of a week like this in the life of your young person, of your student, of your youth. Again, if you are a youth, if you're a young person, 6th through 12th grade, I can't overstate the importance of taking part in a trip like this. And I know I know your summers are full. I understand that. And these types of opportunities have become few and far between in the past 20 years, in my experience. Used to, I would take, 60 to 100 kids on something like this. And now it's hard to find 20 to 30 who want to go. But if you want to go, we want to help you go, and we want to go with you, and we want to make it a week that you will never forget. Okay. And so y'all can check that out. Again, if you have questions or comments, guys, I'm looking right now. I'm seeing we have about, 15 people watching this total, I think. And I'm seeing some comments come through. But if you have specific questions, now would be a great time just to type that question and send it through, and I'll see it here and be able to answer it. And what you're asking, what you're thinking about, or what you have a question about, may be something that somebody else has a question about as well. So make sure you check out that Centrifuge Summer Camp link, and make sure, if you're interested, hit that interest form link and fill that out before next Tuesday, because we're going to gauge the number of reservations we need to make based on that. Okay. When you fill out that link, that does not mean you're going. That is non-binding. We're not going to charge you for anything. That's just saying I'm interested and I have that week available, and that sounds like a good thing. And if nothing happens, I'd like to explore the possibility of going on that trip. Okay. So make sure, again, that you pay specific attention to that. The rest of these links, the Get Connected link, is just for us to get connected to you. If you say, Russ, I don't receive emails, I don't receive texts, I'd like to know more about what's going on at the church, hit that link and give us your information. If you'd like to be involved, our involvement at Nicholson Baptist Church is called servant leadership. We call our volunteers servant leaders. Volunteer implies there's an option. Servant leader implies that you understand that Jesus said, I've not come to be served, but to serve and give my life as a ransom for many. And so if you'd like to be involved as a servant leader at NBC, hit that link. It'll show you some options. And if you have, again, any questions or anything like that, just reach out to me and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have whatsoever. If you'd like to invest your life in the body of Christ, that's what that investment link is about. That's not a giving link. That's a link that says, man, I'd love to give my life to Christ. I'd love to be baptized. I'd love to join the local church. That is what that link is about. If that's you, hit that link and, again, fill out the information there. And the next two links have to do with what we're going through right now. We're going through the book of Acts at Nicholson Baptist Church. We're going through chapter by chapter, verse by verse. And so we began last September, and you can see our chapter 1 notes right there with that link, if you'll hit that link. And then the last few weeks we've been catching up. And so this past week was chapter 2, verses 1 through 13. You can check out the message guide from this past week. You can go back and watch the message from this past week on Facebook, and you can follow along with that guide. And there were some blanks to fill in, but I think I left the blanks filled in on that particular document. So you should be good to go and do that and prepare for this week. This week will be in verses 14 through like 41, I believe. We're going to bite off quite a large chunk there as we look at Peter's sermon in Acts chapter 2. Okay. The next link is a super important link for you and your family. We as a church have purchased something called Right Now Media for all of our parents, all of our members, all of our attenders, and anybody else you want to share this link with is free to join this. And basically it is the YouTube of Christian media, over 200,000 videos and Bible studies and resources that have to do with everything from marriage to financial responsibility to Bible study to theology to Christology, all these topics. It is a limitless resource. And the reason we did this is because we exist to equip the saints. That's you, for the work of the ministry. And so this is a tool you can use to go on and walk yourself or walk your family through a competent study with qualified individuals to help you learn more about the Bible or more about a wide range of topics. And so if you haven't signed up for Right Now Media, hit that link, sign up, and just simply enjoy it as a part of our fellowship. We're giving it to you. It's free. There are no strings attached whatsoever. The last link there is our giving link. I want you to give as God leads you to give. God's word says to be a cheerful giver, to not give under a sense of compulsion or obligation, but to give based on what God has given you. And so if you'd like to give to Nicholson Baptist Church, if you'd like to support our Sunday mornings, our Wednesday nights, our youth camps, our trips, we have VBX coming up in June 12th through the 16th. If you'd like to support us in any way, we do a wide variety of benevolence that we don't necessarily discuss in public. And so if you'd like to give and support our church, you can hit that link and give. That's open anytime, 24/7. And we love for you to be a part of us in that way. Last but not least is my information there. If you need to get in touch with me, that's my cell phone number. That's my email address. And I will respond to you just as quickly as I can. I'm looking through the comments. I do not see any questions here. I'm assuming that means that everybody who's watching, at least right now, pretty much understands what I'm talking about. Just real quickly, I'll stay on for another 30 seconds or so. If you have a question, please ask it right now, and I'll answer it for you. It could be about our normal services. It could be about one of these trips or events that I've been talking about. Whatever you need clarification on. Anybody got a question or a comment that needs to be seen? Thank you for joining us. Patrick Monroe, I see you, bro. Miss Paula Childs, Jesse Fowler, Miss Pittman, thanks for being with us. Anybody else at all? If not, I'm gonna visit YouTube and get the link for this, and I'll send it out again. We're also going to be sending out today our sign-up sheet for our kids church. If you'd like to serve in kids church, you should get a link if you're one of our servant leaders to click and fill out for that. And if you don't get that and you'd like to, again, reach out to me. That just means we haven't put you on that particular list yet. Okay. So I've been on for 22 minutes now. Let's see. Mr. Joe Massey, thanks for joining. I don't see, again, any questions. Guys, if nobody's told you they love you today, let me be the first. I love you. I appreciate you. If I can do anything in the world for you, let me know. And specifically, if we can answer any questions for you, let us know. We'll do that immediately. And if you need anything else, just reach out. Okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. We will send out signups for in groups and signups for Sunday morning service, kids church, as I mentioned, just so that we know we are fully staffed and ready to go Sunday. Lord willing, I'll see you all Sunday at some point in time, whether that's at 8:30 or 9 or 9:45 or 11. We'd love to see you at any time. If you'd like to be baptized this Sunday, sign up as soon as you possibly can. Join us in the choir, and make sure, again, you check out all these events and activities taking place. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of a cough. I think that's it. And so I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. Again, if I can help you out in the meantime, let me know. And I love you. All right. Have a good weekend, and we will see you soon.